What's up, data people? My name is Matthew Heffron, and welcome to Lesson 15, Parameters. If you want to follow along, I put a link to the data source in the description below. But with that said, let's open up the Tableau public app. We'll go to Microsoft Excel. We'll click Sample Superstore, Open. We'll grab Orders, drop that in the data pane, and we will go to Sheet 1. Perfect. Next, let's take a look at how to create a parameter, and then we'll build out an example. So you can come to this down caret and we can say create a parameter. If you wanted to build a parameter off these dimensions or measures, you could just give one a click and you could say create a parameter, or you can come down here, which we'll do, and we'll just click and we'll say create parameter. So one thing I wanted to point out is a parameter can be one of these 6 different data types. So it could be a float, an int, a string, a boolean, date and time. You have a few options here. Here's one that says allowable values. It could be all, it can be a list of values or a range. But let's just jump right into an example. So let's build out a little viz. So we'll grab category. We'll drop that on detail. We'll grab cells. Let's drop that on rows, and we'll grab order date. Where's order date? Why can't I see order date? There it is. Drop that on columns. Let's right click it, and we'll do year continuous. Perfect. So now we have our cells by year, and we have these 3 different categories. So what we want to do is let's create a parameter off of this category. So we'll right click category, and we'll say create parameter. And so what this does is it recognizes that this value is a string, and it grabs our category values and creates this list for us. This is exactly what we want. So we can just hit OK, and then we can say show parameter control. So right now, this viz isn't very helpful because it's really hard to tell what these represent, right? Without hovering and seeing that this category is technology, this is furniture, this is office supplies, it's hard to tell. We could drop category on color, right? But for this example, what we want to do is we want to use a parameter that when you select one of these values, that we want to highlight this and actually make it bigger so it jumps out to our user. So how do we do that? Well, we can do that with a parameter and a calculation. So let's go up to analysis and we'll say create calculated field. And this calculated field is going to be called highlight. And what we want to do is we want to take our parameter and we want to say when our parameter value, technology, whatever it is that it's selected, when that's equal to our category, we want to highlight this bar, make it pop for our user. So go ahead and create that calculation and we'll hit OK. So next we'll grab highlight, we're going to drop that on color, and then we'll grab highlight one more time and drop that on size. Next, come over here where it says highlight, and we're going to change the sort to descending, close that, one more thing, click that, and we're going to say edit sizes, and we're going to change that to reversed. Boom. Awesome. Now what we have here is we have technology highlighted, it pops for our user. If we go to furniture, boom, now furniture is highlighted. If we go to office supplies is now highlighted. So when we go back, let's go back to technology, boom, you can see that this is nice. It pops for our user by using this parameter. With that said, I hope you enjoyed today's quick lesson on parameters. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to connect with me, join our Slack community, and I'll see you in the next lesson.